Most people think the only way to make money online is by starting a business from scratch, grinding for months, testing different ideas, and hoping that something works. But here's the truth. Starting from zero is the slowest and riskiest path to success. I know this because I've been there. Countless hours grinding, testing, and struggling to get any traction. I kept thinking that if I just work harder or if I try one more strategy, that maybe this would be the one that takes off. But then I discovered a cheat code. Instead of building a business, I can buy one. I skipped the struggle and stepped into a business that was already making money. And in this video, I'm gonna break down why buying an existing online business is the fastest way to hit six figures and how you can do it even without using any of your own money. You see, most people assume that they need to build a business from the ground up to succeed online. They think that they need to grind for months, test different strategies, and slowly build momentum. But here's why starting from zero is actually the slowest and riskiest way to do it. You see, it takes months or even years to get any traction. Most startups fail before they even become profitable. The first 6 to 12 months are usually spent just trying to figure things out, building a website, finding a niche, product market fit, setting up marketing, and countless other things. An example of this is, let's say you launch an e-commerce store, but it takes months of trial and error before you even get your first sale. And even when you start making money, it's usually not enough to replace your full-time income, and you're constantly testing and guessing. You might spend weeks running Facebook ads only to realize that your offer isn't converting. You're burning time and money just to figure out what the business should even be, and you have no built-in customer base. If you're starting from zero, you have zero traffic, zero sales, and zero customers. That means you have to spend time and money on marketing just to get people to notice you. Let's say there's a content site that already gets 100,000 visitors per month and is instantly profitable. But if you're starting from scratch, it could take years to build up that kind of traffic. This is exactly where most people fail, working for months and even years, trying different strategies and never seeing any results. They typically run out of time and money or even motivation before the business ever becomes profitable. And that's why buying an existing business is the smartest path, because instead of struggling to build something from the ground up, you're stepping into a business that's already making money. Now imagine skipping all of that. No struggling to get your first sale, no wasting months trying to figure out marketing, and no guessing if your business idea will even work. Instead, you step into a business that's already making money. This is why buying an online business is the ultimate cheat code, because instead of spending months or years building from scratch, you're profitable from day one. And so what really makes buying a business a cheat code? You get instant revenue from a business that's already generating cash flow. You don't have to wait months to start seeing money coming in. The business already has products, services, and paying customers. An example of this is if you buy a website that's making $10,000 per month. You step into that cash flow immediately day one. They have existing customers, so you're not chasing your first sale. And that's one of the hardest parts of starting a business, is really getting your first customer. When you buy an online business, customers are already there and people are already buying. An example of this is, let's say there's a SaaS business with 1,000 paying subscribers. You keep earning whether or not you're running ads or not. And it has proven systems in marketing and fulfillment, operations, all of that already in place. So instead of building everything from scratch, you're taking over systems that are already working. The business already has traffic sources, SEO, social media, and paid ads. And it already has a working sales process that converts visitors into customers. So an example of this is an e-commerce store that's already making sales, has the supply chain and marketing dialed in, and you just optimize and grow it. And so why this is a game changer instead of waiting months and years to see results is you're profitable from day one. You're not guessing if the business will work, you're stepping into something that's already working. Most people think buying a business requires a ton of money, but that's not true. There are creative deal structures that allow you to acquire a profitable business without using your own cash up front. Here are 3 ways to do it. Number 1, seller financing. You pay for the business over time using its own profits. Instead of paying for the business all at once, you negotiate with the seller to finance the purchase over time. This means that the business itself pays for the acquisition using its own cash flow. An example of this is, let's say a business generates $10,000 per month in profit. Instead of paying $200,000 up front for it, you agreed to pay the seller $5,000 a month over 40 months. And so why sellers typically agree to this is because they get consistent payments without needing to run the business anymore. And so you get to take over the business without using your personal funds, and the business's own revenue covers the payments. Number 2, revenue share deals. This splits future earnings instead of paying everything up front. So instead of a fixed purchase price, you negotiate to pay the seller a percentage of the profits over time. This means that the seller only gets paid if the business keeps making money, reducing risk for both sides. An example of this is, let's say instead of paying $100,000 up front, you offer the seller 30% of net profits for 3 years. So why would sellers agree to this? They continue earning from the business without having to actually operate it. And you get to take over the ownership without any upfront costs, while the seller still benefits from the business's success. And number 3, business credit stacking. This is where you use 0% interest business credit cards to fund the acquisition. So instead of using your own cash, you secure multiple 0% business credit cards at the same time. This can be used to cover down payments, marketing, or operational costs after acquiring the business. Many business credit cards offer 0% APR for 12 to 18 months, allowing you to use the business's revenue to pay it off before the interest kicks in. And you typically got to pay only 1 to 2% of the balance each month. Let's say that you stack $100,000 in business credit and use it to cover an acquisition deposit or down payment or the initial expenses. And why this works is you get to access the capital without using your personal savings, and you have a year of 0% interest before you need to pay it back. With the right deal structure, you can acquire a profitable online business without needing a large amount of cash up front. And with seller financing, it lets the business pay for itself over time. With revenue share deals, allow you to own the business with no money up front. And with business credit card stacking, it gives you fast access to capital at 0% interest. So where do you actually find businesses that are already making money? There are marketplaces designed specifically for buying and selling profitable online businesses. Here are the top platforms to find your first or next acquisition. Flippa, great for small sites and e-commerce stores. These businesses typically tend to be entry-level, different types of content sites, affiliate sites, small digital brands, and they have a huge variety of different businesses at different price points and are great for first-time buyers looking for low-cost opportunities. So if you want to start small and scale up, Flippa is a great entry point. Next is Empire Flipper. So this is verified, established businesses that typically go through a vetting process. These are going to be higher quality, verified businesses with a proven track record. The types of businesses here are e-commerce brands, content sites, SaaS, FBA stores, affiliate businesses, and they go through a vetting process where they look at all the financials, they make sure everything looks good. If you want more established, proven businesses, then this is the best marketplace. Then we have acquire.com. This is ideal for SaaS and digital businesses, and these are best for like software companies, right? Software as a service, SaaS, and then small digital businesses and startups. And so many of these businesses have recurring revenue, subscriptions, and allow for direct negotiations with sellers as there are no brokers involved. These platforms have thousands of profitable businesses that you can acquire and you can start making money with immediately. Instead of building from scratch, you can step into a business that's already working, already making money with customers, revenue, and systems in place. So that's the cheat code to making 6 figures online. Stop building and start buying. Instead of spending years trying to make something work, acquire a business that's already profitable, already has customers, and already has proven systems in place. This is how smart entrepreneurs build wealth faster, by skipping the struggle and stepping into businesses that are already working. If you want me to break down step by step how to find and acquire a business with no money down, drop a comment below. And if you found this valuable, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my new videos. See you in the next one.